Well, hopefully you just received an email that looks a lot like this or similar to this, where you have a tiny little green word right here that says click here to get started. Once you click on that, you are given the option to create your very own user account with your own username, the way that you desire it, and your own password. You'll always have the email address, or I would like you to keep the email address to which this invitation was sent. Once you do that, you fill all this information into your desire, you hit create my account, and then it will bring you to a page that looks similar to this right here, which is the WLC.present.me login screen. Please make note that this is different than the regular PresentMe login screen. This is WLC's very own. So make sure that you bookmark it this way, WLC.present.me. Land here, log in with your username that you just created and the password that you just created, and it should land you someplace a lot like this. Right now I'm looking at my home screen where I've already created a whole bunch of different presentations within here. Yours will probably be blank, more than likely, but you'll have eventually your favorites, comments, and stats according to things that you've uploaded and created. Up here you have make a new recording if you'd like. You can edit the details and add profile pictures, change any information that you want within here, but realistically all we really care about is creating stuff. Right here, the make a new recording and this create tab up here at the top do exactly the same thing. So I'm going to come here to the create button and show you that you have 4 major options, ranging from slides with video, and you can synchronize your PowerPoint slides with video presentation of yourself, or you can synchronize slides with just the audio of yourself, or you can create slides, or you can even upload or record video on the fly from within the system. So pick one of these options right here, which in this case I'm going to say I want to do slides and audio together. You notice these 2 radio buttons come in tandem with one another, and then hit proceed. From proceed here, you're going to be given a couple of options as to what to do. You can upload any kind of file from here, or you can pull things from your Google Docs or Google Drive if you want to. And the only file formats that this will accept are PowerPoint files, which are these PPTs and PPTXs, or PDFs, or Google presentations. Those are the only things that you can pull in to this system. So first you'll have to have your presentation ready to go in PowerPoint format or something there like. So now I'm going to upload, using the upload button, a PowerPoint file to this system. There we go, your brain on digital, PowerPoint file. I'm going to hit open or edit, upload, and it takes only a few seconds to upload, but then it may take anywhere from 30 seconds to a couple of minutes to actually convert that entire presentation to something that PresentMe can recognize and work with. And after the conversion process is complete, it will say ready to record. Over here, some new buttons will show up. One is delete. Don't do that, obviously, not at this time at least. Hit the record button, and what it will do is it will load for you your presentation. A little pop-up might jump into your screen right here that says allow Flash Player to access your microphone. There we go, exactly like that. Hit allow, and that just means that present.me is going to be able to use your microphone, which is exactly what you want, and you know that it's doing a good job when you see your little decibel meter over here bouncing. And I have audio, I'm ready to go, and I'm going to get started by simply hitting the record button. I hit record, and you'll see that it gives me a little countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now I'm recording, and I know that because I see this little time ticker speeding along down here at the bottom. And when I'm done with this slide, I'm completely done recording, and I want to move on to my next slide. It's as simple as hitting next. And now I'm on the next slide here, where you can see it's still recording, but it's put a timestamp in there so that it knows at what point to convert or move from slide to slide, transition from each slide to the next. And you can even see you have a little glimpse up here of what's coming next in your slide to give you a little forethought. And as I'm moving through, timer's still going, and when I'm done, I hit stop. Once you stop it, you can restart, go back if you want to. You can even trim off pieces as you go if you'd like. But I'm going to hit end and review. Make sure that you really want to do it, hit OK. And this page right here, which says congratulations, makes you feel pretty good. But down here you have optional details. You can click on that. You can change the title if you'd like, put some tags in there, write a description if you'd like. You can even choose categories that this may fit into if there are categories that are actually open for you to use. Here are the different attributions. In other words, how open do you want this to be? This is the most common one right here, non-commercial use for anyone else. You could put all rights reserved if you want to, but if you want this to be completely open, Creative Commons open is the top and most open, most free to use for anyone else option. And as we move up through here, they become a little more restrictive each level up, but I'll leave it right here. And down here you can see that you can actually attach a secondary file to your presentation if you'd like. Then you get to your privacy options. Privacy options are private, just you to use, that's it. Internal means that anyone within the WLC groups can actually see your presentation. So you're more than welcome to mark it as private. And here you can also disable sharing, embedding. At this point though, if you're trying to put this into a portfolio or a website someplace, you absolutely need to leave all of this alone for all intents and purposes because of the embedding piece. When you're done, you hit save in the bottom right corner, and it should have landed you back at your home. This little My Home tab is the place where all of your presentations will begin to populate if you create one or more of them. After it's been published, or saved rather, you're going to notice that it says what type of sharing it's on right now. And so you can see some of mine are public, but this one's just internally being shared. So it's not a public presentation, and you can change that depending on what limitations and what comfort levels you have depending on the presentation itself. But here we have, you can share this presentation via email. You can also edit this presentation. You can resync it, or at this time you can certainly delete it. So let's just go ahead and take a look at what it looks like to email someone. I'm going to click on this quick. You'll see that right here I have email addresses of people within the WLC PresentMe that I want, or I can use this hyperlink right here, this link. I can copy it and paste it inside of an email, post it on a website, or what have you. And here right now you can see that there's a big difference between private, internal, and public up here at the top. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to take you to the second one, which is edit. If I click on edit, it brings me right back to where I was before, editing the tags and all of those different pieces that I had to choose from before as far as meta tags and information about it. At this point, I can re-record if what I listened to was not exactly what I wanted, or I can save changes if I've made some edits to my tags and things. I'm actually going to hit cancel. I'm going to back out to this part right here, and I'm going to show you how to embed this presentation into a website. If you click on the actual presentation itself, so I clicked on the icon that was the presentation. Now you can see my presentation sitting here. It's waiting for me to do something with it. I can either watch it live, so if I press this play button, it's going to begin playback, and the little time handle, scrub handle down here will actually play through, and I can even decide to jump to different slides within my presentation, and now I'm on, that you can hear have audio on them. This is where the embed piece comes in. You can certainly come in here to PresentMe and click the download button and download this to your desktop to share so that you don't have to worry about being able to connect to the internet or not. You can share this again similar to how we could just a few seconds ago through the email option, but I can embed this video. You're going to notice that this is grayed out, which tells me that I can't embed it. So let's take a look at how to change that in case this happens to you. First thing you need to do is go back to home, because we're going to edit the details in here to say that this is going to be public. Notice that I actually already changed mine to public, but I'm going to go into edit here, and you click on privacy. Once you're in privacy, this is where those options, those same three options that we just saw a second ago, private, internal, and public, are residing. And obviously the system is not allowing you to embed it in a website if it's private or just for internal use. So if you're going to embed this and share this with the world, first thing you have to do is make it public. Even if you make it public though, you could say, I don't want anyone to be able to download this presentation. That's your preference really, but I'm going to leave all of these unchecked so I can embed, share, and download, and I'm going to hit Save Changes. You save the changes, and you should be able to now go back to your Home tab, and from within here, you can click on that presentation again, and you should notice that your embed button is alive and well and shiny. So you click on the embed button now that is not blacked out or not grayed out, and you get 3 different size options for how big you want your embedded video to be. And this one looks fine to me. I'm going to then just copy this, either using Command or Control C to copy, or I can hit the copy to clipboard button, and now this information can be embedded someplace in a website. That can be embedded in a Google site, a wiki site, most anywhere where you can embed just about any type of video will allow for that crazy gobbledygook HTML coding. The rest of the embed piece is going to depend on what service you are using. So if you're using Google Sites, there's plenty of videos out there that will show you how to embed in Google Sites. If you're using a wiki space or you're using Moodle, there's another place for you to see how to embed it on the other end. It should only take a few seconds, and it's not very difficult, but you should find out how you do it from your particular need or instance. That's the basics of taking care of and being able to embed or use this online presentation tool to create a presentation that has audio and is fully embeddable, fully shareable.